Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of September, right through to the end of October 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But already, and I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, already they're showing me an image. I'm not sure I like the image, but I'm just going to give you what I can see already. And I can see a mosquito. Okay, now that tends to tell me that perhaps there's something that's irritating you, or perhaps somebody who's irritating you in your career. It could also mean that there is an annoying problem that you're trying to find a solution to in your career at this moment in time. The Strength card, that's your first card, that tells me that you're going to get over it, any struggles, any difficulties. But I do see that there may be something that irks you, and you may be trying to focus on it during the next 6 weeks just to eradicate it. Okay, I definitely see that the Chariot card tells me that you move away from it, whatever it is, and there's nothing to worry about here. So if there's something that's making you feel super frustrated, or there's somebody who is perhaps trying to push your buttons, or maybe doesn't even support your goals and dreams, I feel like you're taking a step back to focus on your target, and you're going to reach your goal, okay? I see that you are going to level up, have extra ambitious energy this month. I definitely see that you are going to be very goal oriented over the coming weeks and months, and I feel like you are creating something like a legacy. That's what I'm picking up. That's like financial legacy in your career. So whatever it is you're working really hard towards, I feel like financially, yeah, there it is, the Page of Pentacles here. You're putting a lot of effort into creating more wealth, and I see that you're going to be able to save some extra money this month and work towards your target, whatever your target is. It's going to be different for everybody. 4 Pentacles there tells me that you will be able to save. Okay, we've got the Hangman. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, I'm just going to go and get your final card there. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. So financially affluent, having a little bit more freedom within your working environment. Some of you may be thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, especially since the Knight of Wands card is in your protagonist energy. So I definitely see that you'd be suited to work for yourself or be a leader in a position. And I feel some of you, if you haven't got your own second stream of income coming on in, I feel like you may launch it in the next 6 weeks, or it's something that's bubbling up that you're going to make an effort into to get ready to launch. And if, of course, you're already an entrepreneur, I definitely see that there is either a new client or contract coming in. There's definitely an energy here of you attracting more in your career, whether you work for yourself or not. The first card there is the Courage card. So of course this is the Strength card, and this is about being bold, being daring. So I definitely see that you've got this energy to do something different in your career. It could be a new approach. It could be that you are coming out of your comfort zone to either launch something, or you are making your voice heard in your career. You're definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I feel that you are going to be appreciated for everything that you achieve here. Now, this could be within your family unit, but it could also be within your working environment. People are noticing what you have to bring to the table when it comes to your career. Look at that. Well, that's a lioness there, but it's roaring there. So I definitely see that, you are finding your voice in your career and you have a unique way of doing things. And I get a sense here that you are, establishing yourself. You're making your mark in your career. And I definitely see that people are taking note. Okay, so even if you have just started a new career, I definitely see people noticing your skill set. And if you work for yourself, I feel like your peers are noticing you in the industry and see that you're going to level up and you are actually going to establish yourself as someone who is very independent, really talented and gifted at what you do, but also commanding a lot of pay. I definitely see more money coming on in here for you as well. Now, because we have the eagle there, some of you are really trying to detach yourself at the moment, like from emotions, in order to become very logical about your plan, trying to see the bigger picture. You have a goal and a dream, something that you totally care about and that you're very invested in. But at this moment in time, I feel like you're taking a step back to see how you could either branch out or how you could make more effort in some area. And some of you maybe even thinking about putting yourself out there to find new opportunities, because the eagle can be like a removed energy where you've got that bird's eye view of the industry that you work in, just to see what's next. So some of you may be looking at targeting a new position, or you may look at where you're at right now. And if you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in some area of your career, you may be deciding to take a leap of faith and move on to pastures new. If you decide to stay where you're at, I definitely see that this month is a very goal-oriented month where you're very productive, you're getting stuff done, and I feel like people are noticing you and appreciating the skill set that you bring. And I see that there is some sort of opportunity for you to work. I see it's like a new position. It's almost like you get to work a little bit more on your own, where you have a little bit more independence, where you could connect to like commanding a team. So it may be like a managerial role or some sort of role where you step up, promotion energy there. There's definitely more money coming in for you. And there's a potential here of a contract as well. So I would pay close attention to any new contracts that you're given, especially if you work in an environment that you've worked in for quite some time, because it does mean that the start date is from when you sign the new contract. And anything that went before, if you had any benefits, etc., if they're not in the new contract, then they are nullified. So just watch out for that, especially if you've worked in a company for a long time. Some of you may see new management, okay, because I definitely see the Hierophant, the Fool card, and the Four of Pentacles. So I see a bit of a restructure. It's in the resistance position here. So if you do work in a company, you may hear of somebody deciding to leave in order to launch their own business, someone becoming a consultant. I feel this person may want to hold on to you. So they may actually sort of tap you and say, look, I'm moving on, but there's a position available if you want it. So I feel like you will have a choice. It's up to you. Ultimately, your first card there is you are determined for a new adventure. Some of you may have felt that your working environment has become a little bit cold or austere. You may feel like it's the same old thing, just a different day, and you're trying to bring a little bit more excitement into what you do. The Knight of Wands is also to seek more independence in your career. So if you feel like you've been micromanaged by somebody in your working environment, or you just are feeling that there's too many policies that are restricting your freedom in your current circumstances, I feel like you may set to change your current circumstances or work around these policies so that they benefit you. Okay, also the Knight of Wands is to be very headstrong, to have a desire to accomplish a certain goal and go after it and be unstoppable. This is a card that it's like your energy, your passion, it rises up within, and you are going to dominate your career by setting tasks and goals and smashing them out of the park. I feel like you're going to be very productive. You're going to be very busy. Okay, you're going to be moving around a lot, but I feel like it's a really exciting energy where suddenly your motivation returns. If you've been feeling a lack of energy, or you've been just feeling a little bit of apathy recently, like, oh, it's just the same old thing, suddenly you're going to approach your career in a different way in order to bring a little bit more fun into whatever it is that you do. Now, they're actually giving me a song. One moment, please. You've been broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. In spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times. Rise up. Okay. Okay, well, I think I even said with this card, you'll have that inspiration like rising up within you. This song, I mean, I think it's a very famous song, and I think it has actually showed up in another reading before. I'm not really 100% on that, but I know this song, and I know that it is Andra Day that sings that song. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. So, I mean, I feel the lyrics speak for themselves. Some of you are really exhausted. You've been working really hard. Some of you have been working double time to make ends meet. And, some of you have been doing extra work in order to work towards either a promotion or raise or to be noticed and valued within your career sector. I definitely see an increase in finances, but I feel it's more than that. I feel this energy of wanting to do something that you are passionate about, something that makes you feel like you're adding value, that you feel emotionally fulfilled in. So I definitely see some of you really like recalibrating your career in some way, or going through a bit of a soul searching time over the next 6 weeks in order to focus on what's important and, hit your mark, because I really feel like you will. Also, they're telling me that there's some sort of new opportunity rushing in. They're giving me this energy of rushing in. So in the next 6 weeks, there's going to be some sort of news in your career sector. It could be an offer coming in, especially since we've got a Page of Pentacles, which represents a new job opportunity, or you're going to hear of some sort of position that becomes available that offers up more money. There is going to be more effort that you'll have to put into this, but you're a hard worker, and I feel like as long as the benefits are good, I definitely see that you want to connect to this. So I definitely feel that coming in for you. But that song, I mean, this song may be relevant because it may be how you're feeling right now. You're feeling exhausted. It's hard to get up in the morning or in the evening if you're or a night worker. There's just this energy of, you get up no matter your circumstances. And I feel, especially since it said something about merry-go-round, and if you really think about, a merry-go-round, a horse like that is on a merry-go-round. That's really odd that that song came up with this card. But maybe it's that you're trying to find independence, or trying to find a creative endeavor that gives you independence so you don't have to do like a 9 to 5. So it could be that you are trying to, slowly remove yourself from a career in order to become an entrepreneur, and you're actually just biding your time until the moment is right where you can launch something new, because you do have the Fool card there, the Hierophant, and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are learning behind the scenes about something that you're really passionate about, and you're going to launch it very, very soon, and you're just biding your time in a position that pays the bills, and that's great. Okay, so you're being very clever, very savvy about your circumstances. You're going to be very successful in your next moves in your career. I definitely see that. Okay, now also, a lot of you are removing yourself from any office politics or drama. And with the Knight of Wands, it really is about taking a chance on yourself. Okay, some of you may even take a risk in your career, do something bold and daring. For example, if you're deciding to stay where you're at, you may implement a new practice or a new way of working, new filing system, new electronic equipment that streamlines the way that you work so that it saves time. And there may be some people who work with you who are like, not really sure if that's how we should work. We've always done it this way. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And I get a sense that as soon as they see you doing this new practice, they're like, why didn't we do this ages ago? Because I feel like you're a maverick. I feel like you've got wonderful ideas and you're implementing those ideas, and people are going to start to listen to you a little bit more about what it is that you bring to the table. It sets you apart. Okay, now, also that Knight of Wands indicates you're going to have more energy, like this go-getting spirit. And the Page of Pentacles indicates you're also putting a lot of effort into your work. Some of you may be applying to study something more, to like branch out, upskill, or even take on a new skill to help you in your endeavors. But the Page of Pentacles really is about your plan, your commitment to prosperity, that you've decided that you're going to invest in yourself, that you're going to, take a risk on yourself or bank on yourself, that you're going to get more money. And whatever leap of faith you're taking, it's working for you. Okay, this card indicates that you must have a plan before you take a leap of faith, but it also indicates that you're going to see the results, that prosperity be generated. And I feel like you are a doer. When you set your mind to a task, or you set your mind to do something, you not only have the ability to attract what you need, but also you get busy doing. And I feel this is going to set you apart. This page, I feel there's news, financial news coming in for you. So it could indicate that there's some sort of bonus or package coming in. It could be a raise or a new promotion or a new way of working that gives you a little bit more money. For example, you know, especially since you've got a Knight of Wands there, they're just giving me, and this is not going to resonate for everyone. If you work in a company, someone may approach you from like HR or something, asking you if you want to be like a fire marshal, or if you want to be like a first aider, or, you know, if you want to do something that is important to help others within your company sector, and there's like a financial incentive that goes with it. So that's coming through there as well. Again, not everybody's going to get that, but I definitely feel it coming through. So please take it as it resonates. Now, the Hierophant, it's in the resistance position. So that's what I'm saying. You're a maverick, because there are rules and regulations, of course. And I'm not talking about legalities, because I feel like you're very legal and above board. But what I get here is you are, you know, bucking a trend. I feel like you're doing something different. You're going against the grain. Some of you may have felt like it's swimming against the tide, but actually I see that, you know, you're doing something that perhaps everybody normally does, but you're doing it different. You're actually putting your own unique spin on it, whether it's an idea or whether it's the way you work. And I definitely see that some very immature people will want to hold on to the old ways of doing things, but as soon as they see you putting your ideas into practice, they will adopt those ideas. And some of them, be careful with this, some of them may even try to take credit for it and say, you know what, it was probably the best way, and I thought about doing it, but, you know, I just put it on hold, and now that I see you're doing it, it's a great job. You know, just watch out for those people, because I do see there's someone here who has the potential to try to gain credit for what you do, okay? Now, also, the Hierophant in this position can indicate some of you have been working really hard. I mean, the Knight of Wands tells me that you're really busy, you're very goal-oriented, that you're enterprising, maybe launching something new, or you have a new idea of how to bring in more money into your world. And the Hierophant can indicate, especially with the Fool card and the Four of Pentacles, that it has been a long, hard slog. And sometimes when we've got an idea that we're trying to put into practice, it takes a long time for certain variables to all come into play before you can launch something. And sometimes it makes us feel like we're losing faith, that, you know, things have been very testing. It's taken a longer time than we thought. And we start to wonder, are we on the right track? Is this going to work? Well, the answer is yes, you're on the right track. Have patience, you're nearly there. And I definitely see things having a bit of a breakthrough for you, especially in October. This is a big month for you in October, where your plans that are already in motion are starting to slot into place, and you're going to start to see physical evidence that you are on the right track, okay? Now also, the Hierophant energy in this position, it can indicate that some of you within your career sector will notice some hypocrisy, okay? Where you may feel that some people are telling you to do something, but then they're following other rules, or they're doing something different. So I feel like some of you, seeing this level of hypocrisy in your career environment, you decide to either leave. You may decide to leave, okay? So some of you may be putting your resume out there to try and get new opportunities. What I see here is that as soon as you decide to perhaps find a new opportunity, I see two coming in actually for you that you'll have to choose from. One, it starts a little bit later on in the year, but the other one starts almost immediately. So that's what I see coming on in for you if you are trying to find an opportunity. And even if you have come to this reading and you currently are not working and you are looking for an opportunity, I definitely see that those two are coming in, and it depends on where you're at really, because I feel like the second opportunity pays more, but it does start a little bit later on in the year. So you know yourself which one is right for you. Intuitively, you will pick the right one, especially since the Hierophant is there. Trust your intuition. You're being guided to the right opportunity. But also what I see here is that if you are currently in a working environment and you decide to give in your notice, I definitely see that there's someone in a position of influence in your career sector who will try to convince you to stay. Okay, I feel like this person, they want to hold on to you, so they may offer you a little bit more money, but I feel like, I mean, it's up to you, but I feel there's the potential here that it won't be what you're hoping for, and I feel there is a potential for you to negotiate a better deal, but what I'm seeing here is that some of you are going to put your resume out there and you're going to find a better opportunity. It gives you a fresh breath of fresh air in your career, and it gives you more status. So, you know yourself what's going on there, but I definitely see that there is a potential for that to happen. Now we do have the Fool card, and it's in the resistance position. You have a lot of potential, and some of you are feeling that you've hit a glass ceiling and that you're not reaching your full potential in your current circumstances. You're a very talented and very gifted person, and I feel with the Fool card, some of you have been holding back on either moving, taking a leap of faith, or putting yourself into, uncharted territory, shall we say, to explore your options, because I do feel you're going to be very curious about what's out there at the moment and how you can level up and increase, not just your finances, but also your passion for what you do. And I feel like that is going to return. But some of you, as I said here, some of you are like holding back a piece of information, which is that you are learning behind the scenes about how to launch something new. Okay, so you may be like doing classes, or you may be like looking at videos online of how to do something and sort of totally getting lots more knowledge before you launch something. Okay, now this will make you very financially secure, whatever this is, but the Four of Pentacles indicates that some of you have been working so hard that you haven't left space to enjoy life. So a little bit more balance is important for you. I do see that you're going to be able to save a little bit more money, and some of you may be focused on real estate, wanting to either purchase or go into real estate, or even you may want to buy your first home, for example, especially since we've got a page of Pentacles here. It indicates the start of something, and the Fool card can indicate some of you want a little bit more independence and you're working really hard to move out of your family home, and I definitely see that you're going to be on the right track for that, and you will find the right opportunity that pays the right money that allows you to achieve that goal. Now, also with the Four of Pentacles there, and it's in the resistance position. Oh yeah, they want me to mention here, the Fool card can indicate learning new skills as well, that you are keeping to yourself at this time, but it can also indicate that some of you doubt your skill set. You're actually very gifted. You have a lot of natural abilities, and don't doubt your wonderful self, okay? I just want you to be aware of that there as well. Now, I feel if you're launching something, you're not really wanting to take that risk and launch it without having the knowledge to back it up. So I feel like some of you may even do a soft launch of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. It may even be a second stream of income, because we've got the Temperance card there, which is a card of duality. It's about mixing and blending all the talents that you have to create something really special, but also there may be more than one. So some of you may be connected to a position that pays the bills, and then on the side you've got something that you're really passionate about, something that is your true life's purpose. And I feel you're going to go from strength to strength, and whatever it is that is your passion, this is going to bring in a major increase in finances as well. The Four of Pentacles in this position can indicate some of you, are a little bit worried about finances. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on this, because the Hierophant with the Fool card and the Four of Pentacles, you see the world around you changing, and you're just trying to put yourself in a really secure position to weather any storms, and really like save. I just get this energy of you saving or investing, or really trying to hold on to your finances and be really clever about how you use your finances. I really actually see here someone trying to save for a large purchase. So that's why I'm getting this energy of house. Could even be a car. We've got the Chariot card there as well. So I just get this sense that you will be able to achieve whatever goal it is you've got your mind set on. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What are they? Whoa. Okay, I gotta go get that card, because it literally just flew into the camera and knocked the camera and went over there. So I won't be a moment. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, sorry about that. So the two cards that flew out there were the Six of Cups, which is a return to doing something that you love, or feeling nostalgic about a time where you really enjoyed what you do. You may feel that things have got really serious in your career at the minute, and look, the Six of Cups really is about childhood. It's about memories of the past, and the Death card. So some of you may have experienced a very difficult upbringing financially, and I feel, that's deeply rooted within you. But what I see here is with the Death card, something is changing for you and it's welcoming in space for something greater. So I really get an energy here that some of you are either launching something new, could even be a childhood dream that you have, that you wanted to launch your own business, or I see it coming to life. I see it happening for you. And I feel it's really important to recognize the Death card. As you can see, that figure is on the horse. So it's like this figure will be seen. So I feel like you're in command of the changes that are going on in your career. And that figure is standing up to the Hierophant, which represents, the establishment. So some of you, I feel like you're finding an alternative way to do something. And I feel like you're being a maverick. And with that Six of Cups, Six of Cups generally means that the universe steps in to offer you an opportunity. This could be like a childhood dream opportunity, or it could be something to follow your heart, like the dream job, the job that you've been trying to manifest for such a long time, or the position. And I get a sense here that you're being offered an opportunity that will change your life. And I feel it's a very positive energy that's coming through for you. Your outcome energy is the Chariot, which is ultimately success, triumph, victory, and having the motivation and the drive to get to where you want to go. Some of you, if you've been, really feeling like you've been drifting in a position, I definitely see that suddenly you find direction, and I feel like you're in charge of your destiny, and you feel motivated to go out there and hit your target. The Chariot card also indicates that some of you have been struggling, and you're overcoming those struggles. And I feel like you're taking action on something that will change either your direction or your approach, but ultimately I feel like you're headed towards success. Okay, this is a card of success. When you apply this to your finances, I definitely see that you are keeping a tight rein on your finances. I am picking up that energy on pretty much everybody's sign at the moment, probably because of the world we're living in at the moment, where there's inflation, everything that you can purchase like food, etc., it's going up. So I definitely see that you are being very savvy with your finances and being able to find a better deal on things. But the Chariot card is really about being motivated to achieve your goal, and you will achieve your goal because the Chariot card is a win. It's a winning attitude that gets you to where you want to go. And it's really interesting that these horses, they're all headed in the same direction. Horses represent stamina, represent loyalty, dedication, power. And I feel horses are actually going to be a relevant sign or symbol for you over the coming weeks. You're going to see images of horses everywhere, is what they're showing me. So I feel this is about, there's that energy of like horsepower. I feel, it's almost like your engine is revving and you're moving towards the goal that you have had in your mind for quite some time. We do have the Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card, of course, is about patience. So I would say, that you are diligently working towards something. I do feel like there is an increase in momentum over the next 6 weeks. So I feel like things start to work a bit quicker than usual. The speed starts to increase. But the Temperance card is also about blending those energies to really connect to your life's meaning and purpose and being in balance. It's very important that, of course, you're working really hard. You don't want to miss life just working. So I definitely see that you're trying to bring a little bit more fun, because the Fool card is in the resistance position, and the Fool represents going out and having fun, enjoying life, and being, in the flow of spontaneity. And you may feel that you've got a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, and you may feel that you haven't had the opportunity to do that. And I definitely see that changing as you move through October. You get an opportunity to go out there and have a little bit more fun as well. I see that you're manifesting in many, many forms, and these cards are cards of duality, especially since you've got a Two of Cups here as well. So duality indicates that some of you are connecting to many streams of income. You may have two businesses, or you're thinking about launching a second business, or even you've got more than one on the go. Don't spread yourself too thin, but I definitely see that you're attracting what your heart desires at this time. When you apply a Two of Cups to a career reading, it really is about being in the flow of the law of attraction, attracting what your heart is yearning for. So there could be a proposal or an opportunity that comes in, promotion or raise, but ultimately the Two of Cups is an exchange, a fair exchange. So it's like you have gifts, you are very talented, you are very hardworking, and that gift is exchanged for financial reward. So I definitely see that you're checking in with the exchange of where you're at right now and asking yourself, Are you getting what you deserve in your current circumstances? And if the answer is no, I definitely see that some of you will like leave a position. Now, you know, it's almost like I want to like whisper this down the microphone, but what I'm getting is that some of you are putting your resume out there, or you're looking at what else is out there, but you're waiting for bonus time, or you're waiting for some sort of, because there is like, I see this bonus coming in, and it's like when you've banked that, then I feel like you may leave. So that may be your plan. Okay, I feel like you're keeping it to yourself, and you know, of course, why wouldn't you? But I see that there is something coming on in that is just a wonderful opportunity that you're going to be so happy with. Okay, also, some of you may think about launching a business partnership with somebody. It may be something that you're wondering whether you should do it yourself or whether you should partner up with people. If you're definitely doing it by yourself, I feel like networking will be important to you. And I feel like you're going to find someone that really inspires you and gives some good advice there. Also, if you are setting up a like entrepreneurship, but you're partnering up with somebody, make sure you get a contract in play. That's very important. But I do see that, you know, you and this person are on the same page, and I feel like you've got to be patient with each other because you've got different ways of working that actually complement each other, but you may have to have a little bit of a gear shift and adjustment to the way that they work, and they will have to do the same with you as well. But ultimately, it's going to be a money-making business that I see being very lucrative here. Now, we do have the Hangman. The Hangman is about knowledge. So I feel like your knowledge is the key to your success. So whatever it is you're learning right now, or you feel called to learn right now, you may have a whispering in your soul, like take a class in this, or check out videos online about that. I definitely get a sense here that you're going to use that knowledge to give you a different perspective on how to increase whatever it is that you want to increase, whether it's finances or your passion for what you do. But the Hangman, because I do feel there's two opportunities here. I feel like you're going to have to make a choice in the next 6 weeks. The Hangman really is about willing to sacrifice something in order to gain something new and something better. So some of you may be releasing something in order to embrace something new that works better for you. Whether that's a position, whether it's a way of working, or whether it's like a contract or a client, I definitely get an energy here of reshuffling or restructuring your approach to your career to bring in a little bit more fun and to have that extra spring in your step to enjoy what you do. And ultimately, we got the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, in a career reading, you want to see this card because this indicates that you are going to be financially independent, you're bringing in more money, but it also indicates that you're going to be very comfortable in life in general because of your hard work. And as you can see there, this figure is giving out 3 pentacles and saving 6 for themselves. So you're going to be able to save more money. But ultimately, I feel you're going to launch or are working towards a money-making endeavor that you're connected to right now, whether it's in terms of an idea or something you've already got in practice that will bring in more money. And some of you may be sorting out through stuff that you own that perhaps you've outgrown. You may even sell that online and bring in extra finances. That's coming through there as well. Ultimately, I feel you're working towards financial freedom so that you have more time for yourself, for your family. And some of you may be even trying to orchestrate a move to the countryside or a move somewhere that helps put you in a position to, connect with nature. And I feel the Nine of Pentacles also is being disciplined with your finances. You're self-reliant. Ultimately, you're sticking to your plan. You're trusting, that plan that you've got in place. And I feel like you're diligently working towards something. And you're going to see, especially the it could be the 3rd of October, but I feel more it's the 3rd week of October that's coming in because they give me 3rd, okay? They're giving me an energy. I mean, it could even be that you're going for an interview and it's on 3rd Street. So 3rd just came through. I'm not sure why, but it may be relevant to somebody out there. But I feel like it's the 3rd week of October where you start to really see evidence that your plans in motion are really taking shape, and you should be proud of everything that you're working towards, okay? But you're going to have the stamina, that go-getting spirit to get it all done. And you're going to be really excited about the next steps as well. So I'm just going to get some final cards for you before we close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh, they want me to stop there. Okay. When I say they, I'm talking about my guides. They're helping me scry in the water. Okay. So we have perspective. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, it's getting that like bird's eye view of your career where you're feeling a little bit detached so you can work out your next steps. And it says here, different view of things, being objective, long run, creative work, and shiny objects. Okay, remember, not all that glitters is gold. I feel more that it's about you enjoying what you do. Whenever you get like a raven, because I'm feeling raven energy right now from this bird, there's a message. Ravens are messengers. So I feel there's going to be some sort of, it could be creative work that you're trying to launch, but ultimately I feel it's a passion project or something that you're really excited about. We've also got emergence, okay? And it says here, coming into the light, soul work, awakening, spotlight, many interests, living gently. Okay, so really interesting there that you've got that as well. Many interests, as I said, I felt that you are having many like ideas or many fingers in many pies. We've also got education. So I do feel that is a strong energy that's come out in your reading that I've already mentioned. It says here, knowledge is power. Study, teach, training, read, writing, publishing, and advancing. Okay, and finally, we've got a wonderful card, destiny. So I feel like you're on your true life's purpose path. And it says here, wealth through purpose. Okay, now you could have got any card in here. There are some negative cards here. We got potential, that's not a negative one. Rituals, there are some like negative ones that are like warning or, but you didn't get like discern, for example. Hope you can see that. So, you know, you didn't get the negative cards. So there's a positive spin on your career this month. And it says here, well through purpose, life path, mission fulfilled, healer, artist, or self-employed. And whenever you see a spider and a web, it indicates that you are the architect of your dreams and your goals, and you're working really hard to catch opportunity. And it represents good luck. So I definitely see that all your dreams are becoming a reality and you're going from strength to strength. Your career is changing in some way. I do see that there's some sort of reshuffle or evolution in your career, and it's a very positive one. Okay, so I'm just going to... Okay, thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. My guides just indicated that for some of you, you're going to travel for work, or there may be a relocation going on. You may even hear, if you work for a company, you may hear that they are thinking about changing floors or changing offices around, or, you know, moving to a different building, for example. There may be, you know, a feeling of everything's up in the air for a little bit, but I feel like it will be a streamlined move. Some of you may decide to go overseas for work, or you may even get a company car for work as well, because they're really highlighting the Chariot card for me, for you. They're indicating I didn't quite hit all the notes that they wanted me to give you on that. Of course, it's all about direction, but they're giving me an energy of some of you either being seconded to a different building, or perhaps some of you may have to travel, last minute travel for work. And I feel there may be some delays in that travel, just to be mindful. But I feel on that path, I feel like there's a delay because you're meant to meet somebody. Now, because we have a Two of Cups here, I can't ignore the fact that some of you may have an opportunity to connect to someone romantically at work. I mean, with the Hangman, it indicates there's a slight pause. Some of you may withdraw from this energy because you may not want to get romantically involved with someone at your working environment. And of course, that's understandable. The last card is the Nine of Pentacles, so you may actually enjoy the flirtation but not really take it any further. It's your call. It's up to you. But I do see that there is some sort of delay around some sort of travel in your working environment, even if you're on your way to work. I feel like you're about to meet somebody, okay? Now, this could be for romantic reasons, or it could be for partnership reasons, or it could even be that someone is about to impart a piece of knowledge. You know, it's a random conversation I'm seeing. So look out for that. That's in October, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. They really wanted me to highlight that. Now, your final runes, we've got wood, which is all about energy, okay? And there is a positive energy. Your lust for life is returning. And again, this rune connects to knowledge, okay? So I definitely see that knowledge is the key to your success. And of course, we have home, property. That's why I was seeing the real estate energy. I mean, it can also indicate some of you are wanting to set up a second stream of income from the home space, or you are trying to work from home. I mean, there may be some changes around your career sector where you may have to work from home. regarding something. So if they are moving or there is something going on there may be policies changing. So there is a potential for that. But ultimately, this rune indicates that, you know, there is a mountain to climb and you've been climbing it. And at the top of that, there is prosperity. And I feel like you're really nearly at the top of your mountain. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.